All right. So y'all ever like be speaking to somebody for a while? You know, y'all chilling and vibing and whatnot, and you might be waiting for a response for like a solid 8-ish hours. And so, you know, you chilling, you doing everything else besides checking your phone, but then you get a notification. And at this point, you probably convince yourself, oh my God, everything's going so well. Nothing could possibly go wrong at this point. And you know, it's going so great until some other random ass dude comes into the picture. And the next thing you know, you're sitting in your bedroom, documentary style, and you're about to tell people the story of how he stole your bitch. Twice. Okay, well, it was like 2 different girls and 2 different guys at like 2 completely different points in time. But the principle of the story still applies. So for you to understand the first part of this story, let's take it back to 9th grade. So this was like years and years ago, back when I looked like a decrepit little shit. Here's a picture for reference, like right here.
Bro, get that camera out of my face.
So for storytelling purposes, we'll call this girl like Keisha or like something black. Okay, so here I am, you know, summer in between middle school, and I'm coming out of 8th grade into 9th grade. And me and this girl, we were talking like constant, with the exception of those days where I'd have to wait for a response for a solid 26-ish hours, but it was all good, bro. We were as locks. Like, but like after that summer, boom, we get to high school. And as I've mentioned before, like this was actually what I wore on the first day of high school. So as you could probably imagine, I was like this skinny, but yet somehow fat little 5'3" shit, decrepit looking, which for like lack of a better term, looked like somebody wiped their ass with toilet tissue, but like instead of flushing it in the toilet like a normal person, they decided to take it to a lab and analyze why the hell they just shit out some baby alien looking shit. They accidentally created this genetic freak, which could only probably be best described as one of the most unfuckable silicone-based life forms to ever walk this planet, and probably should have died at birth. So, you know, here I am, first day I pull up into high school, so I'm in the courtyard at this point in time, right? You know, I go dap up my homies. I'm talking to like Rico, Jack, Jamal, and then I'm chilling. I turn around, boom, she walks. But like at this point, I was like, damn, I gotta look interesting and shit. And the next thing I know, she walks over to me and she hugs me. Now I'm like, oh shit. Like we locks, we gotta be locks at this point, bro. Like there's just no way, bro. My awkward ass, I was like, oh my God, hey Keisha, what are you doing here? Nigga, she was at school, so there was obviously a reason for her being there. But I'm thinking to myself like, oh damn, I'm really about to pull this girl, bro. Me and Keisha, we about to be locks. Oh, is that scissor? So at this point, I'm like, all right, I gotta advance this because I've waited too long. And up until this point, I've only had her Instagram. So I'm like, damn, now I gotta get them digits. Now, as I was saying before, here's a canon event that pretty much every teenage boy goes through. And don't lie, because you've probably done this before. You go on YouTube and you look up how to talk to girls, and you'll get a few results. One of them probably being Alpha X. My personal favorite was called Charisma on Command. And the worst part of it all is I took advice from some slender ass white dude who was wearing a tight black shirt and slick back hair. Remember that photo I pointed out from earlier? Yeah, you see the resemblance now? I feel like dying. So, you know, then later that day, you know, I get home, so I start messaging her, you know, I start typing up a little combo, cause yeah, so, you know, we talking for a little bit, then I just straight up throw it out there. I'm like, hey, you mind if I get your number? And then like, nothing. So you know how whenever you send like a risky ass text, you'll usually like just want to do everything else but check your phone? You know, you'll throw your phone across the room, you go clean the kitchen, like run about 3 miles, go hit up a couple strip clubs, go find a wife and kids, then find out she divorced you because she found out that you were jacking off to just way too much Fortnite porn at the time. And then once you come back, you have a notification. Hopefully, if you're lucky, results may vary. And then I open up my phone and then you'll never guess what, I was left on scene for 5 minutes. I'm like, bro, no way after all this, it's just gonna start tweaking. Then I sit my phone down, I'm like, damn, bro. Then like 30 seconds go by and I receive a notification. I'm like, no, is it over? I press the notification, open it up. All 10 digits are right there. So what I decided to do was I just decided to type in the number, say, ayo, this you? And then she was like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, perfect. So we still in. We probably about to take this dub. No troubles. The bag is secured. Wrong. So me thinking that I had already secured this bag, I was like, all right, you know what? Next week, I'ma tell her. So I was finna call her. I was about to be like, not PBS Rock, what the PBN is a PBN. And this is the part where canonically, it all goes wrong. Now, this whole time, I wasn't privy to the fact that some other dude was in this picture. Y'all know like the stereotype about like the 6'4" dreadhead with the Hellcat. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened, more or less. Like, I wish I can make this shit up. That's basically what he was. Like, at the time, right, granted, he was only a grade above, right? And somehow, some way, this dude being 15 looked like Jason fucking Derulo. How the fuck are you Jason fucking Derulo at 15? You know, you remember what I looked like? Here's another photo. So I was competing with that. So anyone with common sense now would know it's game over. Hell, even I know it's game over. Really looking back at it, she made the right choice. Yeah, I'd go after Jason Derulo also. And so this is where I find out it all went wrong. I walk into my science class, which was like the last class of the day. And my boy Rico, he sees me and he goes like, hey, yo, Jeff, you lost your chance. I'm sitting here like, fuck you mean, B? What chance, bro? And so then Rico elaborates. He's like, yeah, I saw Keisha sitting next to this big black dude. They were sitting close to each other and they were holding hands and stuff, and she was laughing hard. So I'm like, bro, what? My whole world crumbled in that instant. It was awful. So then I have to rush home. I'm like, today has to be the day. It's now or never. Like I'm saying, Stephen Curry on the ball, bro. We about to clutch this shit up. Then I get home, I text her up. I'm like, what you up to right now? She's like, nothing much. I'm like, hey, mind if I call you? I'd like to talk to you about something. Or maybe I said something like, I want to tell you something. Maybe some dork ass shit like that. I wouldn't do that now, me personally. Ideally, my dumb ass, my goofy ass, what I'm about to tell you, I just couldn't catch a hint. I didn't know at the time, right? She was like, oh yeah, I gotta go to a dinner with my family or some bullshit like that. And she's like, I could talk in a little bit. So I'm like, all right. Like 2 hours passes by and then I'm all like, hey, yo, are you free now? And then guess what she says? She went on some bullshit again. So another few hours goes by and then I'm laying in bed at 11 p.m. And you know, at this point, I'm like, bro, I'm sick of your shit. I'm not about to do this no more. So I'm laying in bed. I'm like, hey, yo, listen, I'm about to go to bed. We could talk another time. So then she goes like, wait, I could talk now. In all caps. So she calls me up. She's like, hello. And I'm like, hey. Then she's like, what is it that you wanted to tell me? And see, this is pretty much me. No, word for word, bar for bar. This is exactly what happened. Hey, yeah, no, I just, I'm calling because, you know, I just think that, you know, I have to say something and I just needed to know that there's something I'm about to tell you. So we was geeking hard. Pretty much, I finally just say it. I'm like, yeah, I just want to say I like you. And then you want to know what she says? After 8 seconds of silence, she says, yeah, I thought you would say that. And then she proceeds to say like, yeah, I like you too. You're cool, but I'm talking to someone right now. But then guess what? To make it even better, she followed with the statement that every guy is told at least once in their lifetime, yeah, I'm not ready for a relationship right now. Bullshit. See, whenever a girl says, I'm not ready for a relationship, no, it's not that she's not ready for a relationship. She just doesn't want to be with your dog ass. Let's just keep it a buck. She don't like you, bro. And for you to be so delusional to think that it was ever gonna be you psycho. Get some help. And so here comes Monday. And so at this point, after she said that, you know, my ass didn't really know what she was saying was f off. And you know, what doesn't kill you has to make you stronger. What I'm about to tell you was me when I was like a sliver of health. Like I would have been dead. I would have gone home and myself had I not been a fat ass and probably wouldn't even be able to myself because the rope would have broken even if I tried. So, you know, I catch her talking to this dude, Jason Derulo. And so then I'm talking to my friends. I'm like, hey, yo, guys, check this. It's about to go down. And so I got like 20 dudes looking at me, about to go face my ultimate downfall and demise. And she's, you know, sitting here talking with this dude, trying it up. So I'll go walk up to her and I'm like, hey, Keisha. Bro, it was not good. And you know, she didn't even say a single word to me. What I said was like, how's it going? And then she just like went like, and so then I'm like, oh yeah, were you two talking? And then she was like, so this dude reaches his hand out to me. And I'm gonna simulate how that dap up went, right? And I shit you not, exactly how it went. I wanted to myself. It's over now. He won. Because this dude went from Jason Derulo to Jason Love. I'm Adam 22. She's Lena the Plug. And this dude stole my bitch. And to make it even worse, about a week later, it was her birthday. So then he was on his story making like 20 posts. They all captioned like, I love you, baby girl. You the world to me, baby girl. But the funny thing about that though, is that she was reposting everybody else's happy birthday story except for his. But yeah, that was probably the worst day of my life. Probably second to March 4th, 2022. And I'm gonna tell y'all that story about how another guy stole my bitch again. So then here we segue into this other girl. So this is probably like one of the worst situationships by far. And for those of you who don't really know what a situationship, it's like when y'all like into each other, y'all kind of want to be with each other, but y'all don't want to be with each other. So y'all do everything else that a normal couple probably would do, but y'all just ain't together. But it's not like friends with benefits, because friends with benefits, y'all fucking. And we weren't fucking. But maybe just almost about everything else a normal couple would do. Almost. So this girl, we'll call her Carly, right? So March 4th was the day my school had like this homecoming dance, and this was like about junior year for me, roughly. Now this girl just transferred from a different school, and she was like roughly a grade below me. So at this point, me and this girl Carly, we talking for like 8 months now. Everything fine. But yeah, I said situationship probably because whenever it did come to probably advancing into a real relationship, maybe we were both tweaking. It's mostly her. I really did nothing wrong, bro. I was keeping it real the whole time, bro. Like, bitches just be tripping, man. Like, I don't even know what's up these days, man. Like, you know, I had asked her to like the homecoming dance like about a week before, and she was completely game with this. And I was thinking that nothing at this point could go wrong, right? And so I'm pretty sure most guys have probably done this before. Where, you know, you be chilling, talking, texting every day, and it's going so well. And then y'all be like on the phone and texting all night, right? And then the next day when you see her at school, you make one of the best Riz moves of your life. You ready for it? You pretend that she doesn't exist. I wake up to a bad bitch every motherfucking morning. And I believe this was the part of my downfall, because the story that follows, I definitely probably became Adam 22 for the second time. I go home, I take a nap, and then she messages me like later that night. I wake up, I got like 10 messages from this girl. And then she geeking hard about some, you saw me earlier and you didn't even come to speak to me. Like, did I do something wrong? And guess what I say? I say one of the best Riz statements to ever be said. Right? Y'all ready? Oh yeah, man, I saw you earlier. I just thought you looked busy, so I didn't even speak to you, bro. I wake up to a bad bitch every motherfucking morning. Earlier that morning, this is the morning of the dance. You know, I'm sitting here in my bathroom. I'm chilling, you know, shaving up. Bro, okay, now let me show you what I looked like on this day. So I messaged her earlier that morning. I'm like, hey, yo, what time you pulling up to the dance? Like, are you pulling up with anybody or what? Bro, she starts bugging. I'm asking the most simple questions. I'm like, what time you getting there? And guess what she responds with? Oh my god, like, why does it matter so much? My fault! I was just curious! And then she started throwing like some crazy shade. She was saying something like, what, do you have a problem if I end up going with other guys? Like, alright, whoa, like, you're, okay, now you're just tripping at this point. And then I just went by about my shit. You know, like, City Boys up 100. We was about that life. So later that day comes and I'm in the lunch line chilling with my boy Jamal and we just talking. And then she pulls up to us. Now, I'm thinking, okay, cool, she about to talk to me. We chilling. But here's where the catch comes. She didn't speak to me. And then she walks up and just starts straight up just talking to Jamal. Alone. Not me. Just him. And so then she's standing right next to him. I'm like 2 feet away, right? She starts flirting with him, rubbing on him, like giving him hugs and shit. Bro, this dude barely knew her, bro. And he was just as confused. He was like, bro, what the f? I was like, hey, I can't save you, bro. She geeking. And so then we get to later that night. So I'm chilling with 5 of my boys. And so then Jamal's standing next to me. And so then she walks behind Jamal and just straight up grabs his ass. Now, I feel bad for Jamal at this point, only because this dude did not deserve that. So aside from grabbing Jamal's ass, my boy Mike, she was trying to dance with him in front of me. She knew what she was doing. And then, you know, my other friend Rico, she was just trying to flirt with him, just like so much. So, you know, maybe my actions trying to act all swagger and cool. Did I maybe open this can of worms? Did I maybe open Pandora's box? Did I maybe deserve this? Perhaps. So, you know, she said a couple words to me, all nonchalant. So then she sees like this other dude. She goes over to walk to him, and then, you know, they're laughing and stuff. And then she looks back at me, and then they walk out together. And then, funny enough, and so then they go outside. They're walking alone, talking, laughing and stuff. So then my ass goes from like, oh, then y'all let's have a toast, cause I'm the GOAT, to I left my. So then I'm walking outside, like low-key all sad as shit, cause I'm like, damn, man. This dude might have just taken my bitch. You know, I'm with my homies Jamal and Mike, and guess what they tell me? Hey, bro, don't worry, bro. These hoes ain't shit. We gonna get you a new one, man. You don't need her, bro. Listen, there's plenty of fish in the sea, bro. She's just one bitch. And so then later goes on, you know, I don't even care about it no more. I'm chilling. So then we about to leave, and then I'm sitting with my boys, and then her and this dude walks up. Bro, this dude looked like such a fucking dork. I swear to God, like, he was looking like, you know that cute SpongeBob picture? Yeah, nah, he was low-key looking like a bitch. We'll just call him Steve. And so then he walks up with her, and then she's talking to everyone now, me included. She seems in a bit of a good mood, so I'm like, oh, nah. She did not just do what I think she just did. Now, junior year me didn't know they was probably already. And within an hour's time, too, so I don't know, bro. It's crazy out here. Then a few days go by. So then Monday, she adds me to this group chat with one of her gay friends. He just starts instigating. He's like, oh my god, you're not gonna tell him about that guy from the other night? Oh my god. And I'm like, yo, what happened? And then from the group chat, she's like, I'll tell you. We go into a private DM. I'm like, all right. And then she swipes up and goes in a vanish. And so then she starts telling me, yeah, this guy from the other night, yeah, he kissed me. And so, you know, me texting, I'm trying to act all cool and shit. I'm like, y'all kiss? And she was like, yeah, he was trying to like slip tongue and he was groping and grabbing me and stuff. And then she had the audacity. She was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And then guess what she said? Are you mad? I'm like, no. Why would I be mad?
Damn, you good, bro?
No, bro, how the f you think I feel, bro? Took my cheeks, bro. It was everything, bro. That was today. Today, bro. It should have been me, not him. Bro, this was some lanky ass, skinny ass white boy, bro. This dude looking like, bro, I don't even, like Squidward, bro. He was built like Squidward. So yeah, to add insult to injury, she described what they did. And then, you know, my ass was like, oh, are y'all gonna get together? She's like, no, I don't really like him like that. I'm not really ready for a relationship with him or anyone. All right, son, you want to tell the audience bye? Say bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
But yeah, if there's any parting message for this video, there's just one thing, one lesson that we should all take away from this. You guys ready? These hoes ain't shit.